And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. First carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
They keep it with Henry on first down. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
That is caught. McMillan with it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. On play action, here's Dart. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Off the option, that's complete. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Henry trying to get get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Called a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering.
Derrick Henry, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They go play action with Richardson. That's completed right side to Palmer. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers! Jahmyr Gibbs, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Packers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? It's time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now a 2nd and 10. Running left, Henry. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Off the bootleg, it's Dart. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Okay, ready?
Play action now. Dart rolling to his right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. Play fake, and here's Dart. Short throw, caught by the tight end Oliver. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Dart. This will go to Henry out wide. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. This defense for the Packers, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. He completes it to Evans. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Derrick Henry. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
Okay, ready? Bronco 80. Buffalo 18.
Now Richardson back to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jim and Waddle, 46 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Torrey Horton now to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I look and repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They go play action with Dart. This is caught by Evans. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Nice throw there by the rookie from Ole Miss. And he's got his guys a first down. Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A play fake, and now it's Dart. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Dart. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They got to hold up.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Evans, the man in motion left. Dart to throw on 4th down. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Williams, 48 yards. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
First down 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll look for a drive to tie this up. Down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Pass complete to Palmer. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. The Packers at 500, sitting at 5-5. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Richardson off the play fake. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Here we go. 19, 18, Pioneer. Go.
Richardson looking to throw this. Flush to his right. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Richardson. That's a Packers touchdown. Trey Palmer, 30 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun here, Dart. That is caught. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Throwing his Dart. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 50 yards. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Second and 11. Here's Dart. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly. He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner's a former defensive back.
Touchdown, Packers! Jahmyr Gibbs, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. On the return, here comes Horton. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Vikings.
A first down carry for Henry. Takes it to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw is Dart. They'll roll him out right. Back to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Down the sideline he goes. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jahmyr Gibbs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. So So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
To throw now, Dart. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Horton. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Richardson looking to throw. Pass complete to Pierce. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
32-yard line. Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18.
Now it's Richardson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Richardson to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. Off play action, Richardson. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. On play action, here's Dart. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Here's 2nd and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Early down steps will put this offense in a precarious position. We know the security point of attack, especially against the big fighting guys in the middle of this team, has got to be priority 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now Evans in motion left. Throwing, dart. Airing this one out for Evans. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's Johnny Hecker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 26-yard line. That's out wide for Palmer. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Okay,
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Richardson out of the shotgun. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Another Green Bay Packer. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Gibbs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And goal at the 8-yard line.
79 Broncos. Let's go.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Packers. Trey Palmer, the second touchdown of the afternoon. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights. And they open the lead up now to 25. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But
he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ready.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and
2. 19, Charger. 19.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready, ready.
Richardson working from the gun. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
On now is the Packers punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter.
Here's Horton. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now Dart.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Packers take over 1st and
10. Here's Gibbs.
Now he's able to break to 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain.
2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. At the 43-yard.
Counterplay. Here's Gibbs. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down.
Check, check.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
The leading rusher in NCAA history from Youngstown State is Jaleel McLaughlin.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
Bates' kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Henry up the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The Vikings on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Dart. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
A play fake, and now it's Dart.
Sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it will still leave him with a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Play fake, and here's Dart. He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
He'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here.
Here's Dart once more.
He completes it to Evans. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Packers' 8-yard line.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 and the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st. Just a gain of 1 there. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
rookie men worry. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week, and now he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Check. Ready.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
That's completed right side to Palmer.
No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Return that time of about 14 yards.
And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Keeps himself upright. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.